Hi everybody, this is Avrohom Czapnik from the Jewish Learning Exchange. It's good to be back. Special thanks to the Almighty. The reason for my absence was my granddaughter's wedding and many other joyous occasions. And I want to give a special shout out to Rabbi Y.Y. Rubinstein for holding the fort while I was gone in the videos. I'm sure you enjoyed. This week's Torah portion is Parshat Balak, and in it has the story about Balak hiring Bilam to curse the Jewish people. But one of the things that he said was not a curse, but actually a compliment to the Jewish people. He said, "Ma toivu oyalecha Yaakov mishkanesecha Yisrael." He said, "How goodly are your tents, Yaakov, Jacob, your dwelling places." And the commentaries say several different interpretations about what is he referring to. Rashi talks about the modesty of the Jewish people, that their entrances to their tents did not face each other, so no one could look into somebody else's tent and see what was going on. Other commentaries talk about, it's referring to the study halls and houses of prayer. Other commentaries say it talks about the Mishkan, the tabernacle, the temporary temple that they had in the desert, and the Beis HaMikdash, the temples later on in Jerusalem. But the idea behind it is the importance of these institutions: the home, the synagogue, the study hall, that these are the things that keep us going. And the home, if it's a happy and Torah home, living Torah guidelines, and the synagogue and the study hall, where we become more inspired and learn more about what the Torah teaches us. These are very important tripods for us. Today, I met two people. One man was a Chabad rabbi who was trying to open up a center in Big Bear, not a hotbed of Judaism, but he wanted to reach out and to teach. And then I met another man. He had just come back from vacation from Argentina. I said, Argentina? When I think of Argentina, I think about that's where the Nazis are hiding out, and that's where the Mossad got Eichmann and brought him to trial in Israel in 1960, I think it was. But Argentina, he said, Friday night at shul, there were 300 men praying, and they have 30 kollalim, that's institutions for full-time learning, 30 different ones. Argentina. Torah and prayer and Judaism is around the globe. And that's an inspiration for us to be able to know that wherever you go, you can find people that are keeping Torah and mitzvahs, and not just thinking about it, not philosophizing once in a while or contemplating it, but living it and trying to get more knowledge and more joy to serving the Almighty. I read a fascinating story brought by Rabbi Mordechai Kamenetsky. It was a man named John Lawson. He was a disabled, decorated Vietnam vet, and after the war he was shell-shocked and needed psychological rehabilitation, and he went to a VA hospital in mid-New Jersey, and somehow he made his way to, there's a beautiful Jewish community in Lakewood, New Jersey, and he came there, and the warmth and the values, and he was not Jewish, he was a Mormon, but he was touched by it, and he started learning and eventually decided to convert. So much so that, and he was studying day and night. And he came, the question was, would the government pay for him as part of his rehabilitation to keep on studying, to get a rabbinic degree? And they said, no, we'll pay for other things, but not for that. And he went before a board, and many of the officers was thinking that, but one officer got up and said, I served on a battleship in the Korean War, and we were in the off the coast of China for 3 months, and the soldiers were going crazy. They were bored, and they were just talking about who knows what. And when they finally came to Japan, they acted, who knows, with the exception of 2 fellows. They spent their time on the boat when they didn't have duties to do, studying a tome of the Talmud. And one of them said, when I asked him, what are you doing? He says, we're studying the Talmud. We want to become a Talmud Chacham. He didn't know how to pronounce Chacham, to become a Torah scholar. But we want to study. And when they landed in Japan, they didn't go off to party. They kept on studying. If that's what this John Lawson wants to do, it'll make him into a better person and a healthier person. I vote that we should pay for him to continue to study Torah. May we be inspired in our own Torah learning, in our own prayers, to be able to do the right thing and bring joy and happiness to our Jewish living circumstances and grow better and better and closer to God and to the Jewish people. Have a wonderful Shabbos.